kidney stone role play. How interesting would that community be? How interesting would the role play be, honestly? Someone could play like the drink or like the myriad drinks filled with calcium or whatever because I think it's calcium, right? That's what kidney stones are made of. Calcium or calcified something. Um I think I might be mixing up a couple things there. But whatever. Someone will play the drinks that someone drinks incessantly without drinking any water. The water, that's a good one. Okay. So the water is going to play a role. All right. Water, the person who plays water is going to be constantly going up to the person that's drinking everything else and they're going to go, "Hey, why don't you drink me instead?" And then that person is going to shove them off the counter like a cat. A cat shoves everything off the countertop. And then the water glass is going to break. And then there will be no more water. Water will die. So then this person will drink only stuff that causes kidney stones. And then the kidney stone, the person who's the kidney stone, will make it like a multi era kind of thing, too. The kidney stone will start as like a little toddler, and then it will eventually grow into like a very established stone, like a boulder, basically. Um, it'll like we'll probably cast like 10 different people for 10 different eras of stone. One will be like I don't know, my cousin just had a baby like a couple months ago, so I'm sure he could play the first version of the stone. And then the next one, a good friend of mine has like a 4-year-old girl. She'll play the stone. And if you're wondering, will the people be female or male? It doesn't really matter. It's a stone. Now that might cause a little bit of friction. That might cause a bit of heat in the political correctness area. But I think that a stone is a stone. There is no gender for a stone. Now, if a stone decides he wants to be a certain gender, I understand. I think that's fine. I think that's great. Good for him. And you might bring up the movie Frozen. There were obviously a lot of stones in there that were definitely male or female. But a kidney stone, you never hear someone say, "Oh, I just passed a feminine kidney stone." Like you don't hear that very often. Very often, you don't hear it at all because it's not a thing. So, um, anyways, we will continue to do that, and we'll make sure that the sets are appropriately disgusting because they have to do with human anatomy. So I don't know where the kidney stones happen. I think in the kidney. Holy shit. I really shouldn't have said that because now I sound like a fucking idiot. Of course it starts in the goddamn kidney. It's a kidney stone. Where else would you find it? It's not a bladder stone. It's not a stomach stone. It's a kidney stone, you fucking numbskull. Jesus Christ. So, anyways, we will create a kidney set where the stone will continue trying pushing through the door, and then it will eventually not be able to get through the door. It'll be too big. So then it's going to be a more ethereal experience. We're going to take the set and turn it into an emergency room, and then that person whose kidney is on the set, we now have a new person there, and we're going to make like the whole final act is going to be a split screen. It's going to be groundbreaking for Broadway, okay? It's not a musical actually. I don't know if Broadways can be not musicals. But basically, on the left side of the stage, you'll have the kidney and the kidney stone. And the kidney stone is kicking down the door. It's trying to get through, blah, 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 blah. And then on the right side of the stage, you're going to have the emergency room where the human that this kidney stone is inside of, they are going to be screaming in agony and pain. It's going to be the biggest kidney stone in the world, basically. And we'll have the doctors kind of come in and they'll start operating on the stone. Okay, they'll start chipping away at it with like an ice pick. You might be saying, "Oh, well, the doctors they probably just like they make an incision and pull the stone out if it's bad enough. I honestly have no idea how people remove kidney stones without passing them. But essentially, what I'm trying to get at is every time they hit the stone with an ice pick, the person playing the kidney stone will like start uh, like puncturing little blood packets on themselves, and eventually they'll just be drenched in this fake blood, and then they'll fall to the ground, and then we'll have them on a conveyor belt, so when the doctors pull him out of the body in the right side of the stage, um, the kidney stone will pull away from the stage. um, it's going to be a groundbreaking work of art. It will be groundbreaking, it will transcend generations. And I think it honestly has a chance to win a few Tonys.